DJ Smallwood with Slingin Dirt Media here in the shop with Justin Dalton. What's up, buddy? Is that a loaded question or what?
Everything's up, man.
Yeah?
Groceries are up.
Rent's up?
Rent's up, yeah.
Truck payments are up?
Yeah.
You got a new truck, I hear? New to you?
New to me. It's kind of an antique. I think maybe 5 more years I can put historic tags
Historical tags
on
on
it.
it. Can you get historical tags for tow trucks?
I don't think so.
Roll bags?
I don't think so. I don't think they'll go for that.
No. That'd be cool, though. I mean,
I'd like to farm tag it so I don't have to deal with the DOT and everything. But
do you have a farm? How many acres you got? I think you can you?
I probably have like a 1/4 of an acre.
No, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think they give small farm tags.
I don't think so.
You can get a chicken.
Yeah, it might pass for my motorcycle, but small farm tag.
Small farm tag on a motorcycle. But I use it to do something. Cut the grass.
Yeah.
Tear the grass up, maybe.
Get ice cream.
Right. So, Justin, how long have you been racing, man? I feel like you've been around, no offense, a while.
2012.
2012.
Started when Hornets started at Florence in 2012.
2012 in Hornets. Okay. Have you always raced Hornets? Did you do some other stuff?
I did. Made the attempt at an A-mod.
Oh yeah. I remember that now. My memory's fuzzy, bro.
I realized that wasn't for me with the cost, and I think I was getting the hang of it. I think I could have stuck with it and been fairly successful, but I'm not going to go to work and spend my entire paycheck just to go race. I'm just not going to do it.
And depending on where you're working and how much you're making, those cars are going to consume an entire paycheck.
Yeah, I had it figured out like $400 to $500 a night.
Oh,
after you factor in maintenance and tires and pit passes and fuel.
Yep.
That's just, to me, that's crazy.
The guy that I bought my first modified from, he told me every single week when his modified hit the racetrack for the A feature, he had 4 brand new tires on it every single week.
That's crazy.
I'm like, I started adding it up and doing the math, and I'm like, dude, if you won every single week, you're
still going to lose.
You're spending more than what you would win if you won, and you're not going to win every week.
I mean,
I don't see the fun in that.
We don't really race to make money, obviously. I don't know how the big guys do it other than sponsors and big corporate businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
But for the average guy, take Josh Rice for an example. Mm-hmm. Kid has talent. Yeah, beyond talent.
Kid can wheel a car.
But I couldn't imagine the expenses to do what he does.
Yeah.
And even if he does go out and win the Spring 50 or, somebody's still in the hole.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
I think the only person that made money last year might have been JD.
Yeah.
and that's even questionable. I'm not sure.
I'd say he did.
He might have broke even.
Yeah, he did okay. I just think, the big businesses, obviously, I didn't know it, but what is it, Viper Motorsports?
Yeah.
That's some kind of like insurance thing for haulers and stuff, I think. I guess that's how you afford to do that stuff is have a nationwide business.
Yeah.
Or at least, big regional business.
Yeah, it's a multi-dollars, multiple zeros behind your paycheck. Yeah. My paycheck doesn't have enough zeros on it.
Mine doesn't even. Yeah, mine's 2 digits.
Right, behind the little point.
Behind the decimal.
Right, for sure.
I don't know. We race for fun, and we started in demolition derbies.
Really?
My family was in that for as long as I can remember, really.
I don't know that I knew that.
Yeah, and then kind of got out of that because at the time, like my first demo derby car, I paid $55 for it, and then it got to the point where you're paying $400 and $500 for one.
Yeah.
And you would spend all this time stripping it and welding and blah blah blah, just to go out and destroy it.
Right.
And so when Florence started with the Hornets, I had talked to my brother. I'm like, dude, like, let's do this.
Yeah, this looks fun.
Yeah, you know, build one car and
You're not tearing it up every
Exactly.
weekend, at least not on purpose.
not on purpose. Well, sometimes I do it on purpose.
Sometimes you may do it on purpose.
Yeah, I've been known to do that.
We'll get to that
But
if you want.
yeah, so from demo derbies to Hornets to A mod, and then took a step back to B mod, but I never ran it as a B mod.
Your brother did.
My brother did.
Okay, same car.
We
Just made the changes.
We shared it. So we started in Hornets in 2012 sharing a car.
Okay.
Realized that sucked.
That sucked.
Yeah, I mean, you start to get the hang of it, get the rhythm, and then you're off. So I went and we added another car, and we each raced, and then added another car, and we had other people racing with us. At one time, we were fielding 3 Hornets.
Okay.
And then got this bright idea that we would go buy Josh Rice's Shaw car turnkey.
Ah, okay.
And we made the best of it. We had
This was the modified you guys tried.
Yeah, we had a great time doing it. Stan Freeman was mentoring us, helping us.
Good old Stan.
And Jeff and Carson and Clint.
Good guys.
Shelly cooking us dinner on Tuesday evenings.
Yeah.
That was probably...
They still do the Tuesday night shop.
Yes, they do.
Night.
Yes, they do. And that was probably the highlight of going to a modified was the home cooked meal on Tuesday evenings.
Yeah.
And we would get together and eat dinner, and then back in the garage we went.
Yeah.
But then the motor, let's see, we did that for 2 years. The motor had an issue, and it was going to cost a bunch of money to fix it.
Right.
And we couldn't do it. So one of our sponsors had given us an old boat motor.
Okay.
And it sat in the corner of the garage for a year.
Yeah.
And Chris Weatherall said, bring it out,
Let me go through it.
and we'll turn it into a B-mod motor.
Sounds good. Sounds legit.
It worked out great.
Past tech
Yeah. And
that I remember.
yeah. Wait a minute. Is that the night I gave you $20?
Dang, $20 is $20.
Exactly. So I did not do the B-mod thing. I wanted to go back to Hornets. So I told my brother, I said, you run it. I don't care. I'm not paying for nothing, but I don't want nothing out of it.
Right.
Unless you decide to be done.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like the national front-wheel drive racer, I guess. So
Yeah.
I went to...
Makes sense.
I went to South Carolina, North Carolina.
You guys are going like Screven.
Georgia, yeah. So I did that for a year, and might have been 2 years.
How much fun was that? Traveling and getting to being a Hornet.
There's ups and downs. The ups are meeting some of the people that I met. I mean, I still to this day have friends in South Carolina.
Right.
Georgia. I mean, I met some truly genuine...
Good people.
Yeah. One of the cons, I guess, is you don't realize having Florence Speedway in your backyard of what kind of facility you have.
Sure.
So I'm guilty of it too. As much as we want to go down there and bitch and complain to Josh King about this sucks or that sucks.
Yeah. Nature of the beast.
When you drive 300 or 400 miles to get the Royal Screw-ins or a track surface that is terrible, or drivers that don't give a shit,
makes you thankful for what you got.
It makes you happy to come back home.
I heard some crazy number. I say crazy number. We'd have to ask Michael Lefevers. He may know, or this might be a Vern. I feel like he told me it was like 30 years before he ever went to Brownstown, because he said he couldn't couldn't see driving by 2 racetracks to go to a third. And literally for him, they'd drive by Lawrenceburg and drive by North Vernon just to get to another. It's like, why are we driving by 2 to get to another one?
It is crazy, but as a racer, as a driver, as a father of a racer, there are some tracks we won't go to.
Yeah.
One of the big things for me is a safety crew.
Sure.
So
I have heard that some, I'm not saying any names, but I have heard there are some tracks that have made improvements on their safety. I don't know, haven't seen it. I'm just saying I've heard some
I would
stuff.
hope so, because you can't
Yeah.
put a cost on that.
Sure.
So if it costs a track $500 to have an ambulance there or whatever,
You know, I totally,
Charge-
as a father, I know exactly what you're
Yeah.
saying, but I've also seen those instances and was at a place today with a track that probably has the top-notch safety. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it.
you're exactly right. And,
It's just sometimes it's just the nature of the beast, and you know it
that said crew was at Moeller the night Corbin flipped,
yeah.
and top notch.
Yeah, we could say their names. Bobby Gump,
Yep.
the Lawrenceburg safety crew. Those guys are probably, I don't know of a better safety crew than the Lawrenceburg safety
I
crew.
mean, outside of NASCAR, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would put them right there in the rankings. You know, Bobby, I've drove past Bobby's place down there,
Yeah,
and unbelievable facility.
yeah.
The equipment is top notch. I mean, that man has
He puts
what he
his
needs.
heart into it. Yes,
He does.
absolutely.
And prayers to him right now.
Yeah, yep, absolutely, absolutely. So tell me about that. We touched on that. Now your role as a father of a racer.
Yep.
So that's a little bit different as a racer of just, hey, I'm the dad in the car. What's it like watching your child out there racing? Tell me about that. What's those feelings and emotions like?
You know, I don't even know how to put that into perspective. I mean, you got to learn to let the control go. Because when that car's on the racetrack and it's doing 70, 80 miles an hour, whatever it is, with your kid in it, you have to trust that you've given them a safe enough piece of equipment.
Right.
You've given them good enough equipment to run up front, and that you have coached them and taught them
What to do and
do's
the right.
and don'ts.
Yeah, yeah.
I am pretty fortunate. Corbin, I have used this term since his go-karting. He is a sponge,
Okay.
and he absorbs
Yeah.
everything I tell him. And to be truthful, I think he, if he's not already, this is opinionated, he will be better than I ever was.
Really?
I think he has.
I think that says a lot.
I just think maybe his young age, where I'm not
You
old,
but you didn't start when you were young like
correct.
him.
I was 24,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which some people would say that's kind of late to get started. But
Yeah,
hey,
compared to some, I mean,
compared to some.
I just think he's braver than I am.
Yeah.
He'll put the car places where I'm standing in the infield ready to throw the sticks on the track, and just to get a caution so I
Yeah,
can wave
yeah.
him in and say, "Dude, like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing?"
Right.
But I mean, 90% of the time it works,
Yeah, yeah,
and he makes it stick. And
yeah.
maybe that's the difference of being in the car versus just watching.
Right.
And that's the excitement that I get, is to see what he can do.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
these things are 2,400 pounds or whatever they are,
Right.
going 70, 80 miles an hour, and he was 13.
Right. Doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 11?
May have started in young, slightly young.
He wasn't in a Hornet at 11?
Yes, it was.
What?
He's only just not 50.
Anyhow.
I stand corrected.
Maybe I am old.
Memories, they say it's the first thing you
Yeah,
get.
so, but just to see him progress, and like listening to his interview about the night at Mudlick,
Yeah.
funny deal on that, he ran in there and just bonsai'd this guy. And when he come off the track, I said, "You pull over to that man's pit, you get out, and you apologize. You explain yourself."
Right.
And this guy gets up out of the car, and Justin, if you ever watch this video, I am so glad you didn't squash my whole family. This man steps up out of the car,
Oh, yeah.
big dude.
Big dude.
I mean, make my brother look a little small.
Oh.
Not heavy, but I
Yeah,
mean just built.
big old boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit. So Corbin walks up to him, and I walk up to him because I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah.
And I said, sir, my son's the one that got into you out there, and I want him to apologize. I want him to learn, this is his first night.
When he does something wrong, this is what you need to do. Yeah.
And he says, what did he say? Is he all right?
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, he's fine. He's like, oh, it's no big deal. It's part of racing. I'm like, thank God.
It just saved my teeth. Thanks.
So, I mean, I'm actually friends with the guy on Facebook, and
Cool.
we've chatted over the years,
Yeah.
3-4 years, whatever. And I'm very thankful that he didn't squash us like a bug that night.
Yeah.
I used to run around with a guy, TJ, that had a real bad temper. So
We won't say no names, but initials might be TJ.
Yeah, that guy. So I'm glad that Justin didn't climb up out of the car like my brother would have.
Yeah.
And thump our heads because we'd had our hands full.
Oh, you had to pack a lunch for that one.
So
there was a guy I had my first year racing, and he might be watching this. I hope he does. Mike Hacker, back in the day. Man, Mike was super nice guy. But I mean, I was young, I was learning, and I was learning.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, how much some of these guys slow down going into corners, and not that I was that much faster, but I was learning where my breaking point was. Man, I just went in and I waylaid right in the back of Hacker's hoopty. Man, I laid right in the back of him. I mean, it was a pretty good thump.
you feel bad about it.
Oh, I did. That whole race, I'm like, he's going to kill me. The best way that I can describe Mike, super nice guy. Mike just reminds me of a big lumberjack. I mean, like, I am
Big guy.
squished. Yeah, I'm squished. When I get out of this car, I am dead meat. So I got it parked, and I marched right down there, and I couldn't say, man, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning. And he said, oh, no, we're good. You came down, you apologized, you told me you didn't mean to. He said, we're good. He said, had you not come down and told me you didn't mean to.
Had a problem.
He said, we might would have had a problem, but no, I
I'd rather
appreciate
somebody come talk to me.
Man,
and
I was.
let's work it out.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty. Facebook back 2012, 13, 14.
Yeah.
Facebook was the place to be on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Okay,
To get your Jerry Springer show.
Yeah, you skip church and you make sure you're on Facebook on Sunday mornings. And I'm glad that those days are over for the most part.
For the most part. Yeah.
It still happens, but
So are you still actively racing? Are you racing this year? What is your plan?
I don't know.
I heard something about a 231. What's going on there?
I honestly
Crown Vic action? What's going on here?
definitely not a Crown Vic.
I heard there was a rumor. I'm not gonna lie. I heard there was a rumor.
That rumor is far off.
I'm not saying it came from DRC, but I'm just saying I heard a rumor.
We won't go there.
No Crown Vic.
No, I'm not a Ford guy.
Okay.
Chevrolet.
Is there a Chevy Caprice? Would a Chevy Caprice be legal in the Crown Vics?
I'm going to say no because they call it the Crown Vic class.
Well, what if you just put a Crown Vic decal on it? Call it a Crown Vic. Every car's got to have a name.
You know what,
You
DJ?
could name your.
I am not the guy to approach a track promoter and talk about rules. Okay, I am
heard
not
you're
the
good,
guy.
But I heard you're good at it. I heard you have good success. You know how to approach.
See,
and
that's
say,
another.
hey,
That's another lie.
another misconception.
Yeah, that's
Come
another
on,
lie.
I mean, these guys are just telling me all lies.
I mean, now
I was told
you're going to make me go there. Okay.
No.
Now
I was
the
just told
debate
you
is
were the
about
guy.
an air tube. Okay.
I was not bringing up the air tubes.
Well, I am.
Okay.
Because I'm a bit concerned about this air tube. I have to take my stock air box off to put this fancy air tube on there.
Fancy. Does that mean it's more expensive?
I'd assume it's like a cold air intake. I don't know. I run a stock air box, the plastic junk that comes from Chevrolet in 2004.
That you can go and get at any auto parts place.
Probably not these days. It's
Okay.
probably discontinued. But you go to Bessler's and there's a junkyard full
bunch of them.
Yeah, but now
Easily available.
now I got to buy a piece of pipe and have it bored out or something. I don't know.
You're
what's
killing
going
me.
on.
You're killing me.
Hey, it's not me, buddy. It's Facebook.
Oh,
That-
Facebook.
Yeah,
So
Facebook.
So is this making the Crown Vics and the Chevy Caprices sound a little more
No,
appealing.
not even a little bit.
Come on, man.
It's making my camper sound more appealing.
Camper and cold beers,
Yes.
cold brewskis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cherry Coke.
Cherry
yeah.
Cokes.
That's
Okay.
it. See, they know. They know.
They know.
You can tell by how the sticks are moving in the infield.
How many
if
cherry Cokes
yes,
you've had.
Yeah. You
If
can
the
tell.
sticks are going like, looks like you're landing a 747.
Yes. I actually.
This way.
So I live by the airport, and at night the
Oh,
runway's
yeah.
coming. So I stand out there with my sticks and I practice.
I'm gonna hope you're kidding. But hey, what
Depends how many cherry Cokes are involved.
how many cherry Cokes you
Yeah.
got? I got you.
All
So
right.
231's happening.
No, it's not. It's
So that's not happening either.
wrong chassis manufacturer, man.
Kenny Stewart is killing me with my intel here.
See, that's why I should have went first.
You could have put everything to rest early on.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have Facebook land blowed up with a YouTube video.
I do what I can.
That's fine. There's a blue one. There's a white one. There's a
So you have
black
several that are ready to go. You
No.
just haven't pulled the trigger.
one. No, but we can build them in about a week. Can't
Well,
we?
they-
31.
I heard that you could build one in about a week, 7 days. According to Kenny Stewart, 7 days.
It can happen, but it's not gonna.
Challenge accepted. Cherry Coke says yes.
See, I'm aging and I'm getting a little bit more
Okay,
lazy.
so it's 14 days.
140 days.
Dude,
Add a zero. Like,
just wait till the off season and do it.
well, we didn't do shit this off season. We come up. Hold on, wait a minute. We was here Friday night.
Kenny said you guys put a whole new skin on the car and everything.
That was like beginning of what, March? So last Friday night before opening night, we were here till what, midnight? Yeah, putting a rack in because he had all winter to do it and didn't.
That guy.
This one here didn't shop back the. It sat here with dirt in it. From
Last year's dirt.
Yeah.
Well, I think Josh Keegan would like to have that back. I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? I told him. You notice it's a little cleaner now.
It does. Is this a fresh wrap?
Well, I don't work on dirty race cars.
Attaboy.
I don't work on dirty race cars. So
They might have a dirty name, dirty nickname.
that one couldn't make it to the car wash.
They don't have winches at the car wash.
No.
Rollback does.
As long as you don't have to wheel lift it.
Roll back that bad boy right through Mike's Express.
Yeah. We got to get back on track, man. We're going to be here all night. It's
Bro.
fine. That's cool. We can talk about everything.
Until my batteries run out, bro. I'm good.
We're
with
good for a while.
it. I'm good. What's next?
I don't know. You tell me.
So
We'll get the cherry Coke out.
you like Florence? You like Florence? Where else you like? You got some other local tracks you're a fan of?
A fan of or not a fan of?
It's your story, bro.
Charlotte. I like to drive far away to
Nice.
find my favorite track. Charlotte was great.
Yeah.
Lawrenceburg is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
To get back to your question, Lawrenceburg is a lot of fun. Safety crew, top notch, like
Top
we
notch.
said.
We love
You
Bobby. and
feel
his crew.
safe there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Track owner and I don't click
Okay.
at Lawrenceburg, so I try to stay away a little bit.
Okay. Fair enough.
MRP, love the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, just love it.
Here's what I'm going to say about that place. On the right night, I feel like that track is puts on some of the
racy.
best
It is
racing
racy.
in the country
Yeah.
on right nights. It's just hard to duplicate that week in, week out. So there are weeks it's not
Rough.
It's not
Rough
It
around the edges.
Has character. Yes. Yes.
Sometimes the weather plays part of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and beat anybody down.
No.
MRP is
I mean, Josh King's not perfect either. I mean, I love the guy, but man, he does not. That track is not the same every single week either.
KOC.
I like KFC. I mean, I'm
Yes,
sorry,
KFC.
KOC.
No, MRP, if I was to pick a track within an hour, it would be MRP.
Okay.
Just sometimes on smaller tracks you get shittier racing as a driver.
Okay.
And,
yeah. It's more.
the TJ started coming out of me, so I figured it was best I stay away for a little while.
So you was a little bit like your brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your other mother's
He's
child.
calming down.
Your other mother's child.
Yeah, my dad's kid.
Your dad's kid.
He's calming down. I'm starting to just get to the point where I'm just tired of dealing with it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's, yeah, I don't care.
I don't care file. I have 2 files. No, I probably have 3. I use a lot of I file things under not my problem. Not my problem.
Yeah.
And then there's the I don't care file. I don't care.
That one's full. For me.
No, it's fine.
That one's full. I need another cabinet for that one. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Screven is a
Nice place.
Yeah, it's not Lawrenceburg.
Okay.
Okay, it's not Florence,
Right.
but it is. It's a nice environment to be in. The people.
Yeah.
I believe his name's Red.
Okay.
That owns the track or
Yeah.
whatever.
Promoter or whatever.
He definitely puts the effort into it.
Okay.
There again, the track surface, you're not sure
What track you're going to get.
You're not. And again, some of that is weather because I've been there in February and I've been there in November.
Right.
So cold and dirt racing and moisture
not
always goes hand in hand.
Yep.
So I've been there and it's been, bang the fence, and I've been there and it's ride to bottom.
Yeah.
And when it was ride to bottom, I got the shit beat out of me. Jacob Bright, I hope you watch this. I was ready to beat that dude. I never met the guy, but before I made it back to my hotel, I had this long message about this long. And, he doored me every lap.
Did you send it?
No, he sent it to me.
Oh, okay.
Before I made it back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And,
one of those real apologetic, heartfelt. Okay.
And,
Well, at least the guy reached out to you.
he did. And,
Okay.
and to be honest with you, he's in, South Carolina or North Carolina, wherever the hell he lives. But
Somewhere down south.
yeah, we still communicate.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of became buddies after that.
Nice.
And because he's like me, I screwed up. And
Fair enough.
I'm a man. I'll tell you I screwed up.
Right.
And there's others in this world that won't do that.
Okay. Yeah. So we won't see you on any Bud Light cans here soon.
That's a hard no.
Okay.
Cherry
Just
Coke.
Cherry Coke.
Cherry
Gotcha.
Coke.
Cherry Coke kid.
Yes, Cherry Coke can.
Just making sure.
Travelers Rest, South Carolina. That was, again, an interesting track.
Yeah.
We took Corbin to Crossville, Tennessee last year. Again, interesting track.
Yeah.
Banking for days. I don't think it compares to Bull's Gap. I've never been there,
Yeah.
it's got some
Bull's
banking.
Gap is like that.
Crossville's got some banking. I don't think it's Bull's Gap banking,
Yeah.
but again, neat facility.
Yeah.
It's just not Florence.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I'm thankful that Florence is in our backyard, and that's
It's right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
It's nice. You hit Florence weekly, but if something happens or if Florence doesn't race, whatever, you do have 2 other options that are within an hour drive.
No, we don't. We're not legal with either now.
Oh, really?
No.
Does the air tube have something to do with it?
Yeah, one is how much it sucks, and the other one's how much it blows, I guess.
Okay.
Not my rule book.
I wonder if you can get like a wrap, like a blue wrap, says Bud Light on that tube. Would that work? Come on, I'm just asking.
I guess I'm gonna have to tape a 20 to the stock air box. I don't know.
I'm just curious. I don't know these things.
This is a pretty good episode. I like
Hey.
this, buddy.
I look at it this way. Practice makes perfect. So sometimes you have to come back and sometimes you have to redo an episode because you just screw things up sometimes.
It does happen.
This guy right here.
So
Guilty. Oh,
You're
yeah.
admitting to your faults.
Absolutely.
All right.
You are not the only one that I've actually had to sit down and redo. How about that? Thank you, Sean Tolson.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Sean
So-
Tolson, I did. I had to sit down and redo an episode with Sean.
On the same night
No,
or like months later?
a week later. We had so much fun the first time we had to go do it again.
All right.
But Big Daddy cut back on his Cherry Coke intake Which is a good thing. It probably saved me hours of editing and beeping out. But both episodes were really good. So.
See, if I didn't have to work today, I'd like to be sitting here with Cherry Coke and.
Hey, if you want, I will trash this episode. We'll come back and do it again.
We can just go get the Cherry Coke and just keep going.
All right, we're going to throw caution. Yellow flag's coming out. We're going to get Cherry Cokes. Threaten me with a good time. I don't let a good time get in the way of anything.
No, me neither, really.
So back to this 231. Is this happening or is this not happening?
So, no, it's not happening. It's not. So about this 231 deal.
Give me some details. Well, okay, fill me in. For me, that I have no idea what the hell we're talking about. And I'm sure a lot of people watching, they're thinking, what the hell's a 231?
So last year, Kenny and Ashley Stewart thought that it would be wise to ask me to drive their other race car for 1,000 to win at Moeller.
What's wrong with them?
Sounded like an okay idea.
Sure, yeah. I would have went with it.
Yeah, it sounded really great until we got there and feature time. Feature time's when shit hit the fan.
Okay.
So we went up.
Did you or did you not try to do a 47 situation?
No.
Okay.
Not that night.
Okay. Did you
That's
try
a
to?
different story.
Did you try to somebody else a 47? All right, we'll skip.
We'll just call it returning the favor.
Whatever.
So we're here at the shop. I'm in the car, sizing the belt up, making sure I feel safe, whatever.
Absolutely.
And there was some duct tape, and it had a 31 on it. So I thought it'd be cool to put a 2 in front of it.
Okay.
So you got 23
Yeah,
and 31.
I'm getting it now.
Okay. So we rolled with it.
Yeah.
Went to MRP, Moeller, whatever you want to call it, and went out. I won the heat race. I think I was fast in hot laps or whatever. Went out and won the heat race. Started 3rd or 4th or something in the feature, and I was running 4th. 95 was leading, and there was another guy behind him. And there was some contact between.
Robbins race. I get it.
Sort of.
Okay.
And that guy fell to 4th or something. So then you got the guy that did the rubbing. You got the 31, and then you got the 231.
Okay, I'm with you.
So 231 got in front of the 31. And we was going to the front.
Yeah.
We was going to win. We had the winning race car.
Nice.
We had the winning driver.
This is where I really feel like I'm glad we're not drinking Cherry Cokes.
Yeah, because I'm still pissed about this one.
Okay.
So, 1,000 to win. Said guy overshoots the corner.
Okay.
I ease up and cross him over in 1 and 2.
Yep.
He pushes up, entering 1. I dive under. Well, he gets traction and shoots down. I have 2 choices. Swerve in the infield, put it in park. I don't know. I don't know what I should have done.
Sure.
Tried to work that out with my friend, but we didn't come to an agreement. And anyhow, I got black flagged. I got parked. Put in the infield.
Okay.
No warning, no go to the tail, parked.
Okay.
And I tried to plead my case, and nobody gave a shit. So that's the 231 story.
That's the 231. So.
Oh, no.
That explains.
It didn't end there. It didn't end there. Went to the trailer, got out of the car, and was relieved of my duties driving the 231.
You got fired.
Yes.
Your car owner fired you.
Vermonica Stewart fired me.
That's tough, bro.
Relieved of my duties.
That's a tough night.
So
Get black flagged and get fired.
I've become a marriage counselor on my time off.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah. So to keep the peace, I figured it's best not to listen to Kenny, Because Kenny thinks it's a great idea, 231.
Yeah.
He asked me last Saturday, 231. So, man, look, that's not going to go well with our marriage counseling sessions if she fires me and you're trying to rehire me.
I could see a conflict of interest there.
So we peeled the 2 off, and it's now just 31.
It's now just 31.
It is.
Okay. So
I think it's 31-2 now or something.
31-2.
Yeah.
So theoretically, could you cover the 1 up and just put a 2 in front of the 3 and just make it 23?
Run the 3, baby. Just send
run
it for
3.
Dale. Yeah.
Do it for Dale.
That's
I'm
right.
with you, man.
Maybe
Do
that's
it.
what we'll do.
Yeah, see?
You got a 3 car in the fleet?
You got a 3 car in the fleet. So my cousin Rob that used to help me, Rob, you're going to like that. We're doing it for Dale.
That's right.
He's going to love
Doing
that.
it for Dale.
Yeah.
That's good. No, I don't.
I think that could happen.
DJ, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. One day I'm a tow truck driver. One day I'm a landscaper. One day I'm a race car driver. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Hey, it's like AA, man. It's day by day.
Yeah, it's day by day.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
But it's next Saturday is what you got to look forward to. What are you doing next Saturday?
No, this Saturday.
Any Saturday.
Is it going to be on Flow? Is this deal still on Flow?
I think it is.
We might have to break out the 3 car, man.
Bruh.
Or I could call the Freemans and see if they got a sport mod in the fleet.
Ooh. The 3 car. Yeah. The 3 car versus Sally. Come on. I've heard some smack talk going about this, so I think you're going to have to.
This. I don't have a fire suit, man.
Bruh. How do you not have a fire suit?
If you get this video out quick enough, somebody might hit me up with a fire suit.
Okay.
So my son took my fire suit.
So I can't get this video up before Saturday, but what I can do, and Slingin Dirt Media will go to a Facebook post.
Yeah.
We will go to social media to find you.
Good luck.
I heard a 2X is what I heard.
Yeah.
I think I
should fit me.
I think I may have seen a post. Somebody was looking for one. So I tell you what, I will put the feelers out there. We're going to see what we can do.
Good luck. I might have more enemies than I do friends.
You know what? But here's the thing about those.
Maybe they believe in you.
Here's about those frenemies.
Maybe if you post it, they
I
believe
think
in you.
those frenemies want to see Sally beat the 3 car, so they will put up a suit so the boy can beat the dad. I think that's what I'm hearing. Challenge accepted.
Look, man, I'm scheduled to work Saturdays.
Hey, I'm going to call your boss to see what I can do about getting you off a Saturday.
Oh, shit.
We need a 3 car. Do it for Dale.
Well, we can't haul 2. Wheel lift's broke.
I know a guy with a trailer.
You might be onto something, but I'm not.
All right, we're going to make some calls. We're going to put some social media posts out. We need a fire suit. You still got your helmet? Will it fit? Okay, you got helmets. You got 5-gallon buckets. We got something.
Yeah, we should be able to round up enough stuff.
All right.
It ain't happening.
But a fire suit. We get you a fire suit, it'll happen, right? It's what I'm hearing.
No, man. See, the last time I drove somebody's race car,
It ended up
in pieces. I mean, okay.
That was impressive, by the way. I'm just
This
saying.
is a fact that some.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
am
to see you
too.
get out of it. That was impressive.
This is a fact that some people don't know. My big ass bent the containment seat in that car.
Justin, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Well, it's different. I was asked to rate. I don't know that you asked me. It was just kind of like a shop night.
You were asked to drive the 47 car.
I was asked if I wanted to. I think Jack was at a wedding or something.
Okay.
So they go to a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
And then he gets married, and I think he quit racing.
Really?
I don't know. Have you seen him?
No, actually I haven't.
I seen his brother on Facebook today.
Really?
Talking about an air tube.
Talking about air tube. I seen pictures of air tube. Okay.
We got to be serious for a minute.
I've been serious the whole time. What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
I was told we need you a fire suit and this thing would happen. So if you were asked to drive the 47 car and it ended badly, so if you're told to drive a race car, different results, right?
If my wife tells me to.
Can somebody get me her number? We'll call her. My man.
I got to do what Mama wants.
Yeah. I think Mama wants to see Sally.
I enjoy standing in the infield and watching.
I get that. I really do. Who's Mama rooting for? The 3 or Sally?
Sally.
Yeah, I guarantee
Hands
it.
down, Sally.
You can still watch, but you're going to be behind.
Oh.
How'd that work the last time, bud?
Hey, there's enough trash talk in there. I think you're just going to have to. You got to prove. Oh, God. The boy's talking smack. Where's he get that from?
His mom. Or his uncle.
It's just a Dalton thing.
Probably his uncle. No, I don't talk shit. I talk truth.
Oh, this is great. This is good. This is going to be a great episode.
No, we got to be serious. How about Andrew Corbin?
Congratulations, Andrew Corbin, picking up his first feature win right off the bat. That's awesome.
So for people,
So he's leading the points now.
Yeah. So for people that don't know what it's like to have a kid racing, I got teary-eyed seeing Ricky's face.
Yeah,
after
they were
that.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
and
awesome.
Rhonda, I mean, her tears were pouring.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I remember this feeling.
Right.
Like, I know what you all feel right now, and this is great.
This is good.
And I talked to Ricky. Andrew has finished second.
How many
25 times.
God.
25
That's
times.
a lot.
Yeah. So, hats off to that guy.
Yeah. 25 times. That's a lot of money left on the table. Not that those races are big paying money, but to do that 25 times, you look at the pay difference.
Just to be that close and just, I mean, he's led laps. I mean, it's just always something, a caution with one to go, and then somebody gets him, or, you know.
So I've got to look and see if I got Rick's phone number. There's like 3 episodes right there with Rick and Andrew.
I have it.
You have it?
Yeah.
I'm calling Andrew.
We're tight.
Yeah.
With the Holts and the Corbins. Those are my camping buddies.
The camping buddies.
Yeah.
Cherry Coke pouring.
Euchre turn. We play euchre all
Euchre,
winter long.
yeah. Okay.
New Year's Eve.
So that answers that question about anything outside the car.
Yes, that is why the cars did not get worked on. We played a ton of euchre.
It's playing euchre and drinking Cherry Coke.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. And feeding the kids popsicles and then melatonin.
Nice.
Yes. That's what we do.
Very good.
So New Year's Eve, I think we had 20 people, a 20-person euchre tournament.
Really?
Yeah. So that's where our free time is in the winter.
Okay. Do you make any money playing euchre? Or can you make any money?
Yeah,
playing?
we play for money.
Nice.
Yeah.
About like a Hornet feature win? Wow, nice.
Yeah,
See, there's hope for you.
It depends if it's a friendly game or not. I mean, sometimes we get like a stranger in there, and like we can't let them beat us. I mean, that's like letting an outsider come to Florence and bust our ass, you know.
We had
like I'll cheat the scorecard.
$20 is $20.
Yeah, I'll cheat the scorecard to make sure the outsider don't win, you know.
So I'll say this. Here's how my here's how my poker playing goes. We had a poker game maybe last year-ish sometimes, and there was a few people there. And Josh King, his sister was there, his mom was there.
Wait a minute, you're on poker level with Josh King. You know, I can't even get the guy to talk to me about rules.
Can I finish?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
And Brad Greer was there. Let me tell you who took the money.
Not you.
Not me. You want to guess?
Josh.
Mona.
Good enough.
When Mona comes to your house and takes your money, what do you do?
Yeah, well, I'll never have the opportunity to play poker with Josh King. I'll probably assure you of that. I don't think we're on the buddy system.
Oh, good old Josh.
I don't know that I'm on the buddy system with anybody that owns a racetrack.
Really?
I don't think so.
What do you think the problem is?
Me.
At least you're honest.
That's the common denominator.
The common denominator here is I don't get along with any
Me?
track promoters.
No, I just...
So you're saying one day you would like to run a racetrack?
No.
Just throwing it out there.
231 Speedway.
231 Speedway.
No, I have no desire to do that either.
Yeah.
I would like to put on like a decent race, but
Yeah.
I mean, just to see what I could do as far as
Promoting the deal?
I mean,
putting it all
Jody
together?
does a great job. I'm not knocking what Jody
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to put my own deal on with my own twist or whatever, but
Okay.
I don't have the time or desire. So. Yeah, Crown Vics versus Hornets. How's that?
So,
But hold on. We could do that in the infield during Derby night. It'd be more interesting.
So could that be ran the same weekend as the KOC?
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, it's already got a crown in the logo of the car.
No.
Crown Vic, crowning of the king of Crown Vic. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. To see if
I wouldn't want to rain on Jody's parade, and I don't think Fords and Chevrolets should be buddied up like that. That's a horrible idea.
So you are dead set against the Chevy Caprice running with the Crown Vics?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's the Crown Vic class. Like this is the Cavalier class.
Like the Chevette class. I guess you couldn't run a Pinto in the Chevette. I get it.
Right.
Kind of seems like a monopoly, though, don't it?
Yeah.
So somebody should start a Chevy Caprice class, is what I'm hearing.
Or just bring back the pure stocks.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna open that can of worms.
But nothing stock. Give it 3 years, and these Crown Vics will be turning sport mod times. I mean,
Okay.
it can happen, and it's
Sport
probably going to happen.
Current sport mod tops, not sport mods in 3 years. Sport mods in 3 years are gonna be modified.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Let's just
right.
yeah.
I mean, sport mods are going to catch up with the crates.
Yeah. I literally thought that there could be a way of the pure stock class running the 602 engine only, crate engine, to keep it affordable.
Well, I think that's what it should be.
I think so too. I think it could work.
Same with.
I think that goes back to keeping the budget down. And hey, everybody has to run a GM crate, not a built crate from
Not
anybody
a
else.
hindrance,
Not a Toby Hughes or whoever wants to refreshen it up. Just a straight from the factory.
Yeah, if it blows up,
GM
you buy
602.
another one. If I'm not
Yes.
mistaken, that's how the legend cars are, right?
But I think they can rebuild them and reseal them.
That's horrible. That's horrible for the class. I mean, let's start sealing Ecotechs in the Cavaliers and tear them down and reseal
somebody will.
them.
If they hear you, somebody will start doing it. If they're not already. I mean, they may be. I don't know.
Give it time.
Bro, the world's got nothing but problems.
Yeah.
We're
I
adding
tell
to
you
it.
what I would want to do. I don't even know the first way to go about it. Have you ever seen, I don't know if it's like Texas or where it's at, where they take all the different classes and, it's like sprints and late, they're all out there together. But like they base it off of lap times, and the sprints have to do, 20 laps. The late models have to do 18 laps, and the Hornets have to do like 12 laps or 10 laps or whatever. And like the winner could be a Hornet versus the sprints or late models.
So you're saying they're all on the track at the same time?
Yes, but they're running
Okay.
different lap counts.
Whoa.
You've never seen this?
No. This sounds like some New Zealand,
We get done with this, I'll try
Australian stuff, and I
No.
got some guys over there that are going to have to.
I think it would be cool.
Whoa! Could you imagine a
mean-
full-blown sprint car and buy a
Dude,
Hornet?
watch the video.
Oh my God!
Crazy. I mean, granted, they're cautious when they're passing, obviously.
Bruh.
But to be out there with a late model or a sprint car or whatever and still have a chance to win.
I guess, yeah. Because if you're one of these and you only got to do 6 laps,
Or a trailer race.
To their-
I want to do a trailer race. But,
Justin.
I mean, could you imagine like a pop-up camper behind a Cavalier for 20 laps?
Gosh, would they hold enough fuel to do that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right, we got some ideas.
I want to do something extravagant. I mean, Rudy does the Night of Destruction over there.
Rudy
Sells the
does.
place out.
Yes, biggest event they have. The school buses.
Brush Creek does the Enduros up there. It's usually a big turnout.
That is a pretty successful event for Brush Creek.
Was it Killcare used to do the bus figure eights? I mean, that place was full.
Right.
Just do something off the wall. It would sell tickets.
Right.
I'm on to it. Need some sponsors.
What about?
I just don't know how to get a pop-up camper to fit in my enclosure with my race car.
Is there the infield at Florence? Is there any kind of track still there, or is it that's pretty much not? It's just flat now, ain't it?
I mean, there's like a circle around it to go to the scale and stuff, but there's nice, pretty grass down there now.
Yeah. So I guess you couldn't do some lawnmower races or anything like that.
That's a horrible idea.
Bro,
Have you ever seen a lawnmower derby?
I've got nothing but horrible ideas.
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay, what if you had a riding lawnmower strapped down on a trailer, so the Hornets are pulling
Yes.
the lawnmower?
Now you're going in the right direction.
Yeah. So your
But
car,
everybody needs 3 cherry Cokes before they race.
Whoa, that's a liability waiting now. I'm thinking the winner has to have an intact. If you lose your lawnmower, you're
done.
You're done.
Yeah.
So your trailer and so if somebody takes out your trailer,
I think if in the trailer races, if you lose your trailer, you're out, right? I'm pretty sure.
Maybe sounds good.
The only racing I've watched that I can't figure out is that banger racing.
Oh, that's oh my God,
Dude.
Too many cherry Cokes.
I mean
that looks like suicide.
that's some Hornet races. I mean, I've been in a few like that.
Wow, that's
I know it's rough.
That's rough.
It
So
was
back
rough.
to the riding lawnmower on the trailer behind the Hornet. Do we know any landscaping companies that might sponsor an event like that?
Supreme.
Supreme. Hey,
He's big money. He might get on that.
I think it's something different. I'm not saying that'll stick or that'll work, but
It probably wouldn't.
it probably. But it may be funny.
Well,
Even if let's say you just did it 5 laps as a exhibition to try it out and see if it would work. 5 laps,
but I mean, how are you going to know if it sells tickets? I mean, I'm thinking like do away with the Crown Vics one night and try this and see if it draws people. I think it would.
Make some phone calls.
No, I'm out of minutes. It took you a minute.
10, 2, 20. Out of minutes.
Yeah.
Out of promoter
I don't have
friends.
free
Man, you're
nights and
just
weekends anymore.
you got nothing but cherry
Negativity.
Cokes.
Just
Cherry
negativity.
Cokes.
Yeah, negativity. So get back on track, man.
What do you got, bro? Let's hit it.
I
I don't have to wrap up till you say we're good.
a lot of editing.
I'm good. This is 52 minutes of good stuff right here. People are going to either be entertained or they're
On
gonna
our
be
last
like,
episode, we did kind of hit a little bit. I wanted to get, the old school drivers in a Hornet race.
Okay.
So get, John Holt or Rick Corbin,
Yeah.
or Gary Engel. I'm sure, Kenny would do it. I could probably talk to some other Hornet guys, and they would maybe agree to it.
Putting a
Like a prelude. What was that at Eldora?
It was the prelude to the dream. Before that, it was actual at Lawrenceburg was the Race of Champions.
Okay.
You had I remember Jeremy Mayfield, Kenny Schrader did it, Kenny Wallace.
So like past champions or whatever.
Yeah, some Sterling Marlin did it. So they would have some
I think that would be
NASCAR
cool.
drivers come in and drove late models.
I think that would be neat. It would probably be just like a 10-lap exhibition. I mean, Rick Corbin's not going to want to get in here and drive for 20 laps.
Okay,
I mean,
so we got to keep the number of laps down, 10 or less.
And maybe the number of cars down because, I don't necessarily want my stuff to go out there and get tore up, but these guys should know how to race a race
Drive a
car.
car.
I mean, it is different, though.
Yeah.
I did put Brian Gray in my Hornet.
Really? How did that go?
It actually went well.
Really?
That was over at Bloomington
Okay.
for the Hornets to Heroes race
Okay.
that Chad Taylor puts on each year to raise money for the St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Nice.
And the year that specific year, the rule was you could have never raced a Hornet before. So I called Brian and I said, hey, would you be interested in doing this? Because he's crazier than hell like I am.
True. Yeah.
And he's like, yeah,
Truth.
I'll do
Back
it.
to truth.
So how you lined up was based on how much money you raised.
Ah.
And I don't know where he lined up, 10th, 12th, whatever. But it was like 20 cars. And I don't remember where he finished. He did finish the race.
Huh.
But it was like 7th.
I'm getting this.
Yeah, I don't think he finished second. No, Chad Taylor's cheated up car won. Yeah, the guy puts on a race and his car wins.
Oh. Okay, convenient, but cool. Okay.
Sounds like other racetracks around here. They've all got their favorites.
That's what I hear.
It's not me.
So you were never going to be accused of getting the favoritism.
No.
All right, just making sure the 231 or the 3 may.
I don't even want to compare myself to him, but I'm like Bubba Wallace. You know what I mean? It's booze, nothing but booze.
Oh man, come on!
Yeah.
You're not. You can't be the Bubba.
I did go there.
You did.
But no, I don't. DJ, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to build Corbin a new car. I genuinely enjoy helping the small circle that I have. As far as even it could be as simple as changing a tire. I don't care.
Yeah.
I like standing in the infield. I like watching. I used to enjoy kind of helping mentor other new drivers, but that doesn't. People don't accept criticism very well.
Right.
So I keep to myself, and
the coaching is not there.
Yeah, that's the not my problem file now.
Yeah.
So I pretty much I deal with my circle. And if something goes wrong in my circle, then
it's your problem.
Exactly.
Okay. I would be interested. I'm not against this former driver, retired driver scenario. Putting a couple cars together and putting something together. I'm not against that idea. I would be interested in see.
It doesn't even have to pay money. I mean, I just think if it's
$100 is $100. I mean,
right, but if we could do like 500 to win or something. You know, we don't have to pay through the field, but
sure.
Yeah, I think if it was advertised, think of all the fans that may not go to the track anymore.
Yeah.
Because their favorite racer doesn't race.
Okay. So let's see. How many years? Maybe this is conversation off. What kind of qualifications? How many years you got to be out of a car and all that stuff? Well, let's talk about that off camera because I'm interested. See if we can put maybe.
I think it'd be cool. Could you imagine Gary Engel driving a Hornet?
I could not, but I would love to see it.
Thank God there's no cone anymore. You know,
we may have to put a special cone on the track just for that.
I don't want to put it out there and it not go anywhere. You know,
Yeah.
Somebody like Gary might say, "I'm not driving a damn Hornet."
He might.
I mean, some people consider them the laughing stock of racing.
Some people may.
Some people think they're the greatest thing that ever hit dirt.
Some people may.
But I think it'd be worth talking about.
All right.
You're the guy. You're the PR guy that can get us in. Poker, you know, maybe a poker night, get us in the door.
I don't know about any poker games happening, but I do have a telephone. I have a few phone numbers, and I would like to see if that could happen. Maybe
we talk to the drivers first.
Yeah.
Maybe we go
that's
back.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe we go back, say. I mean, Rick still races. I don't think Rick Corbin's an option.
Yeah, so we really can't.
I think we gotta Ron Ligori.
Ron Ligori.
I've had Ron.
Perfect. Ronnie.
Yes.
RT.
I've had Ron talked into running one of these things for years.
So
it just never
happened. Lined up. Okay, so RT. I'm sure there's got to be a couple Lawrenceburg guys that are still around that's not racing. Mike Stacy raced a Hornet last year at Lawrenceburg.
Did he really?
So he's out.
He's out.
He raced last year. Nope.
Jerry Rice.
That was one of the ones I was thinking.
I have his phone number.
I do
We might
too.
be able to make that one happen.
Jerry Rice. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure there's some others. There's got to be some old.
I don't know if we can get a hold of him. How about Dan Horde? I don't know that you'd get Bob committed.
You are swinging for the fence, kid. That could happen.
How about that?
Yeah, that could happen.
I think we need to talk to some drivers.
I think we need to talk to some drivers. I think we need some fans, some input. And I'm going to put this on the social media, the Slingin Dirt page. If there's a retired driver that you want to see, maybe a Dwayne Fields in a Hornet. Dwayne raced street stocks back in the day, late models for a little while.
But there can be no cheaters. If you've raced a Hornet, you can't.
Correct. If you've raced a Hornet, you are out.
Yeah, and that's the honor system because
Dwayne has. I know Dwayne has never. He retired before Hornets even.
So Brian Gray, you're out.
Brian Gray, you're out. Sorry, my friend.
Two
you're
ways.
out.
You're a current racer too.
Yeah, you're current. So he's out. But yeah, we want to get some fan input. If you're a fan watching this and you want to shoot us a name, a candidate, somebody you think might be
I would do it. $500 to win. Okay. We'll try to get up to 20 cars.
I think we'd go with a smaller number to start with. 10 or 12.
Okay, let's do 12.
I think we're going to have problems getting 10 or 12 drivers.
Okay.
I mean, I would love to see Gary Engel do this. I would love to see John Holt do this.
I
just don't know that those guys
we could persuade into Cherry Coke. We can
Okay.
persuade.
I don't want to have to do breathalyzers before we do this.
No. When we go over to persuade them, we take the Cherry Coke.
Oh, take the Cherry Cokes then. Okay. Yeah.
We need to talk to some drivers.
All right.
500 to win, and we'll do as many laps as we get cars. So if we get 10 cars, it'll be 10 laps. Winner take all, and we'll pill draw for starting. No heat races, none of that. Just 10 laps, and throw them to the wolves.
Winner take all.
Winner take all.
Okay. How do we get starting positions? Deck of
Draw.
cards? Draw your cards?
Draw.
Pill draw?
Draw euchre cards.
I'm liking this idea.
I'm
not saying it's a great idea, but we're going to try it. We're going to do it.
I would do it.
You want to wrap things up? Let's talk about this, see if we can make it happen?
Yeah.
All right. Folks, checkered flag in this session. Man, this was a little bit of a long one. We're winded. We haven't had any Cherry Coke, so we're good. I think we've done a decent job of keeping it fairly clean. We didn't. I don't think we made too many enemies tonight. Hey.
You know what? I didn't make any more than I didn't already have. So
good for you.
As long as I don't take it out on my kid, it's fine. You can take it out on me, but
big shoulders, right?
Yeah. He don't even fit in his fire suit anymore.
I was talking about you. Big shoulders. You take all the heat.
I got a big brother. It don't matter.
I got a big brother.
Yeah.
So, checker flag on this session of Slingin Dirt Media. I hope you guys liked it. A little bit long. That's all right. Sometimes it happens. You just can't let a good story get in the way of drinking Cherry Coke.
I think we got way off course.
It's all right. It's all right. It's good entertainment. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, tell all your friends, and we'll see you at the track next week. Thanks.